When you think of ancient Egypt, what comes to mind? It's probably pharaohs, right? Golden masks, giant pyramids. But what if I told you the people with the real day-to-day power, the ones who kept the entire empire from collapsing, weren't the kings at all? What if their incredible stories and their lavish tombs have been buried for thousands of years, until now? Luxor. The name alone conjures images of the magnificent Valley of the Kings, the famous burial ground of Egypt's legendary rulers. But just across the Nile, far from the celebrated royal cemetery, a whole new chapter of Egyptian history is being dug out of the sand. This isn't a story about pharaohs. It's about the powerful officials, mayors, and administrators who are the true engine of the ancient world's greatest empire. And thanks to some very recent discoveries, their hidden world is finally seeing the light of day. Just this year in 2025, archaeologists digging in the Draw, Abu al-Naga necropolis hit the jackpot. They uncovered 3 tombs, all dating back over 3,500 years to the New Kingdom, Egypt's golden age. But these weren't royal tombs. Inscriptions on the walls revealed they belonged to the powerful, non-royal elite. One belonged to a man named Baki, a granary supervisor who was in charge of the empire's food supply. Another was for Amun-Mipit, an official in the powerful religious order of the god Amun. But the most impressive tomb belonged to a man named Is. He was a scribe, a supervisor of the Temple of Amun, and the mayor of the northern oases. And these weren't just simple graves. We're talking tombs with courtyards, decorated halls, and deep burial wells, all designed to be eternal homes for the powerful. The wall paintings, though damaged by time, still show vibrant scenes of banquets and offerings, a clear testament to the wealth and status these men commanded. This single discovery throws open a window into the lives of the people who actually ran the government and religious institutions that formed the backbone of Egyptian society. The discovery of these tombs really just confirms what historians have suspected for a long time. The story of Egypt is so much more complex than the lives of its pharaohs. You can't run an empire with just one person. It takes a whole bureaucracy. Men like Is were the essential managers of a superpower. They were the ones making sure the grain silos were full, that the massive temple estates were running smoothly, and that the faraway parts of the kingdom were governed effectively. The necropolises around Luxor are filled with the tombs of these officials, priests and artisans, and each one is a piece of a giant puzzle. Their tombs, often personalized and brightly painted, weren't just for a peaceful afterlife. They were a bold statement about their power and social standing in this life. They reveal a surprisingly complex social ladder, where people outside the royal family could gain immense influence, creating a sophisticated class of administrators that kept the empire stable for centuries. But this hidden history isn't just about forgotten officials. Sometimes even the stories of the pharaohs themselves get lost to the sand. In another incredible find also announced in 2025, archaeologists rediscovered the long-lost tomb of a king, Pharaoh Thutmose II. He was a lesser-known ruler from the powerful 18th dynasty, and for years nobody knew where his tomb was. When the team finally located it in the western wadis near Luxor, inscriptions on pottery fragments confirmed its owner. This was a huge deal, because it was the first time any funerary furniture connected to Thutmose II had ever been found. Even though the tomb was badly damaged by ancient floods, you can still see fragments of its decoration. There are even parts of the sacred book of the Amduat, a crucial text for the afterlife. The discovery is monumental. It helps fill in the gaps of a dynasty that changed the course of Egyptian history and proves there are still royal secrets waiting to be uncovered. From rediscovering a pharaoh's tomb to unearthing the graves of the men who managed his kingdom, the ground beneath Luxor is constantly rewriting what we know. For every famous ruler, there were dozens of powerful officials, like Is and Baki, running the country from behind the scenes. These discoveries are giving us a richer, more complete picture of ancient Egypt, a sophisticated society built not just by gods and kings, but by ambitious and influential mortals. The hidden history is finally coming to light, proving the full story of ancient Egypt is still being written. What other secrets do you think are still waiting under the sand? Drop your theories in the comments below. And if you had fun on this little trip into the hidden tombs of Luxor, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell for more expeditions into the ancient world.